I think these all go together. I think this is what they were trying to get me to see about. You can still have fun, or you can still enjoy. It's something like this. They took me to a spot that said something about, like, you don't have to follow all the rules, just the basics. Like, there was 3 of them. What was it? It was like, you can't eat meat that has false idols, or something like this. I take this all as a matter of the heart, right? We talk about that often. Like, I take it, the Bible, as like talking about matters of the heart, about unconditional love, and so you can't eat meat that worships false idols, meaning you can't be with somebody who gave their heart to somebody else already, who already loves somebody else, who's already placing somebody else ahead of you. Why the fuck would you want them anyway, right? So just a basic rule. Like, obviously, if somebody's heart is elsewhere, let them be elsewhere. You don't want them anyway. I think rule number 2 was no fornication of any kind. And so we talked about that one a little bit, because I was like, now, wait a minute, right? It was like nothing outside of marriage. And so then the more we talked about it, it was like, well, so if you don't want to be married to that person or that idea or that experience, like if it's something you would be embarrassed by or ashamed by, or you wouldn't want to be attached to, right? You wouldn't want strings or ties bound there, then no go. Sorry, I got interrupted by something. Then no go, right? Then absolutely not. So nothing that you are not willing to marry, and like move on by. But the reason I kind of stopped there, I'm like, now, wait a minute. Like, some of us who are picky or have high standards, or, we continue to raise the bar, so to speak. There's a lot of things that I would have fun with or indulge or enjoy. But then it was like, okay, no, we're just talking about matters of the heart here. So this is just meaning, like, as far as that goes, which I'm all for. Got it. But again, like, don't take that so literally, right? Like, you can make it harsher conditions than necessary, but also it's very serious conditions. So it's like, you got to take that how that means for you. And there was a last one. It's like, you can't eat meat from an animal that hasn't been bled and is still strangled or was strangled, something like this. And so I took that as like, somebody too young, obviously, right? There's laws for that for a reason. But also, like, and who's still led on a leash, right? Still following, their family rules or whatever. Like, they haven't unhooked themselves. They haven't learned how to think on their own. They're not a sovereign being. So then they can't choose you if they're still being told what to do and being led on a leash. If somebody else is pulling them along, strangling them, then they're suffocated. They can't make a sane decision. So you don't want to be with anybody who isn't competent and capable. And so it was like also this idea who hasn't also been circumcised of the spirit, of the heart, right? Like, they haven't cracked open their heart to feel real love. I feel like we had further discussion around all of this. Of course, it's always so good when I'm walking by the water, or in the beach, or in the water. I was in the water most of it. I don't know. I thought it was good. I liked it. I liked how they were saying it and showing me. And I liked how obvious it seems. But again, I think this has to do with all the other ones. Like, I think it was the fact that I was like, now, wait a minute. And they're like, no, relax, have fun. But, here are the rules. And yes, of course, it's like the pool is much smaller, but that's, of course, what you want anyway, right? Like, it always gets smaller as you go up. It's the truth. Yeah, there's something more right here. There's something more right here. Yes, it's like you have to leave some behind. There was a whole bunch more all around this. Something about don't judge, lest be judged. Like all these things that we talk about. It is such a fine dance that can at times seem challenging. And I think the times that it seems more challenging is usually when it's first being integrated, like when you're first learning it, you're first starting to understand it. Well, when you first start to understand it and comprehend it, it seems actually not so challenging, and then it becomes more challenging the more you dive into it, and then as you're starting to integrate it, but then it becomes easier again because it just becomes a part of who you are. It's almost like the forced focus, right? Like the strain of efforting until it becomes second nature seems challenging. It's like for fear of making a mistake and sliding back down, but it's like we got to release all that too. It's like past all that. But hopefully you can hear all this. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.